what's up, witches? It's me, Luna, still in my jammies. I just shot a live stream of the 4 significant astrological events that are happening this week. I hope you get something out of that, but I decided I wanted to do a card reading as well for Ostara, which is 5:24 p.m. in the Eastern Time Zone today, March 20th. So I have my coffee, which is unfortunately drying my mouth out like mad. I'm going to use the Connolly today. I just posted the unboxing of this deck, and I have my curtain mostly closed. Look at the sunshine. It's glorious. Unfortunately, I'm also sweating a lot because it's very warm. All right, so this is a reading for the collective on Aries season, but also for the spring season or the fall season, depending on which end of the planet you're at. I did a personal reading with this deck after I shot the video yesterday, and it showed up with bells on, so that's why I'm choosing it. It has earned its position, its honored position in the collection. All right, Ostara, Aries season, spring season. What is it that we collectively need to do? What do we need to know? I'm doing a 10 card, the 3x3, with the 1 at the end. Okay, wait, I gotta get my feet flat on the floor, sorry. What do we need to know? Okay. We have the High Priestess, the Page of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. I'm going to lay them all out. All right, let's do this. We've got the numbers at the top, so we're going to overlap, and there's an ace. Okay, the aces were coming up for me last night. And here we have the 7 of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and Temperance. Wow. Okay, so ace is coming up again, you guys. All right, this is here and this is there, and interesting. It's an interesting deck. All right. So, at the center, we have the 7 of Swords. This is the Thief card. And in this deck, it talks about things not coming out as we expect, not going according to plan. And the musical instruments, and I know this because this came up in the reading yesterday and I had to really look at it. The musical instruments talk about what we do when things aren't going according to plan and it's beyond our control. This shows, I mean, the looks on their faces, this particular person, I want you to see. Look at their face. They're not looking very happy. They're kind of like, you know, this is keeping me out of abject despair. So it does talk about the focus being how we take care of ourselves when shit's hitting the fan. How we take care of ourselves when things are disrupted. The swords piercing the cloud are very interesting, and I will tell you that I ordered a used copy of Eileen Connolly's tarot book. I thought, you know, I said in the unboxing video I'm going to look up her books, and as soon as I saw the books, I'm like, oh, those books, I've seen them. And some of them are on sale for very, very expensive. I can't get the Master one. There's Apprentice, Journeyman, Master. I bought a copy of the Apprentice. We'll see where it goes. I want to find the Master one. Anyway, you know, we'll see how her interpretations are applied. But this one is, things may not have worked out the way you planned. Maintain inner harmony. There are many paths to personal freedom. So very different from our usual Thief card. But it's saying that we need to be ready for things to be disrupted, for things not going according to plan. And we need to know how we are going to take care of ourselves in these times. The High Priestess here says you know what you know. All right? If you're feeling kind of anxious, maybe there's something to be kind of anxious about. So it's talking about beginning by being very rooted in our intuition, by believing ourselves, by knowing what we know, tapping into our deep wisdom. And also I'm getting the vibe of looking back to the past again to see that what we've been through in the past where things played out the way our hunch told us, and to validate ourselves in that way. Page of Swords is about inspiration, about the beginning of mental activity. So looking at things in a new way, looking at plans. He's looking towards the future side here, where we have the Eight of Pentacles. So we've got somebody, and not a young person. This is a new kind of vibe of this card as well. Usually shows a young person practicing, being apprenticed. This one talks about strong character. You're stable as you prepare for the future. Past experience can serve you well. Very interesting meanings, but I'm going with them. Okay, so past, just what I was saying over here. We are strong. Look at what you've done in the past on a very practical level. Look at what you've learned. So if we take the apprenticeship vibe, we can say that we've been through our lessons. You know, we've been through boot camp and a lot of spiritual training and practical training in our journey through this life. So we need to really be cognizant of what we have learned along the way and what we know inside, and be looking at that very clearly and deriving inspiration from it as well. Then we have the Ace of Wands, new beginning. A new beginning in what? The creative, the fiery. Her deck doesn't show the elements. You know, we have a blooming wand. Usually wands are fire in traditional tarot, but the color does not reflect that at all. So it kind of sends me in a different direction. At any rate, what's Ostara? Sun moving into Aries, a new beginning in fire. And we've got a wad of planets in Aries, and that's going to be reinforced by the new moon tomorrow. And then the third chart with Pluto, very interesting. Go watch that live stream if you got an hour. So, new beginning, and a new beginning in how we take care of ourselves through troubled times. Okay, reinvigorated will to come out of like the doldrums and to look at, all right, a new season is beginning. I have a new plan now. How am I going to take care of myself and my resources? And then we have the Four of Wands, so we need to coordinate with others with this. Coordinate and cooperate. Sharing resources with others. My eye is drawn towards the grapes here and the cup that he's holding up. So we look at how we can share resources with each other in order to take care and make sure that we all are cared for during uncertain times. Then we have the Seven of Wands. And rather than showing him facing off against all these comers, you know, this man has taken these wands and has built a little fence. It's not really a wall, not very high, but it's a fence. So this talks about defining our boundaries. This side of the fence is mine, that side of the fence is yours. All right? So this is how we take our stand in a creative way. We are very, you know, when you get to the Nine of Wands, we're defending those boundaries. We're retreating behind those boundaries in order to recover. We're defending boundaries. Here we are defining boundaries. So we define them, and then we've got the Ace of Swords here, which is another beginning, and we can talk about beginning of the truth coming out. But with me, Ace of Swords has always been a beginning that comes because of what is ended, what is cut away. So here we can lighten the load, we define our boundaries, and we say, you know what, I no longer need to carry this load for someone else, mentally, emotionally, physically. This is mine, that's yours. I'm letting go of the things that really are yours to deal with. and that gives me a new start. And then we have Temperance, where we are integrating and having to constantly reassess and keep things in balance. It's going to be a constant reassessment. High Priestess assesses it at the beginning. Here's what I know, and here's what I want to launch. I want this new season to begin with me being very spiritually connected and connected to my inner wisdom. Down here, now we're active, and I want to be creating the balance in real time. And look at our last card here, the Sun. Yeah, this deck is alive. So the Sun at the end here says a new season begins. The Sun has changed signs, and we have a new start. We have a new start to not just the month or Aries season, but a new start to the whole spring or fall season. And it's time to express. It's time to look at things clearly in the light of day. It's time to come out of the dark. It is time to succeed, but to express. That's the Sun. To feel empowered, to go forward, and shine our light. All right? Well, happy Ostara. Let me know what you think. I'll see you later. This is Luna. Blessed be.